Hello, and welcome to the Frost Seymour experience. My name is Paulie.
And I'm Nik Frost. How you doing, Paul?
Yeah, well, I thought I'd try something new for an intro. Well, that went well. How's things with you today, mate? You catching the games?
I have. I've enjoyed the Scotland game.
Yeah.
Just checking out the Spain game at the minute, which is still in play, obviously.
Yes, yeah. Currently 0-0. Spain have been threatening mostly, haven't they? But there's nothing happening so far. But we'll kick off straight away with Scotland 0, Czech Republic 2. Was this a shock to you today, Nick?
I was hoping Scotland might get a result, but it's not really a shock. I think Czech are a stronger team.
Yeah.
Scotland playing well. They did play well, actually, Scotland. There's just no killer instinct there. I don't know what you thought of the game, but Robertson was really good, and they were really good going forward until they got into the box. And then there was just, I think, it was Dykes, I think that's his name, up front for Scotland. He missed a couple of very good chances, which, player of better quality would have took them away every day of the week, unfortunately, for Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you touched on there, Scotland playing well. I thought they played okay in the first half. Second half, they came out all guns blazing. Looked like they're actually going to have a go at it. But obviously, yeah, we'll talk about the first two goals, of course. The first goal, did it happen in the first half, didn't it? Just near the end. So obviously a bit of a blockage, basically, a star stroke, if anything, just before the first half ended. Winning 1-0, it was a header, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Header, yeah. Cross came in.
Yeah.
Header. Rose like a sun.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, then I didn't manage to see the second goal. I was on my lunch break at work, funnily enough, when that went in. My goodness, I couldn't believe. Obviously, I know Henry really shouldn't have had a shot from that far out himself. But then, obviously the ball deflected, it went forward, and the goalkeeper was way out of his box. I mean, we was near the halfway line. But do you know what? Yeah, I mean, I can't pronounce the guy's name who scored, but I tell you what, a heck of a shot. And that curl on it to go right round the way it did was superb. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Scotland have got any juice in them. Obviously, they've got for England on Friday. And obviously, they'll be up for that, definitely. Scotland are always up for them kind of games. So that we'll see if they can come back from this. But Czech Republic, I think they look pretty decent. Not great, but pretty decent. That'll be a challenge.
Yeah, and obviously the goal that we say about the goal, it's almost certainly, would you say, the goal of the tournament?
Yeah, so obviously Yarmolenko yesterday I thought was fantastic, although the Dutch defenders did kind of ease off him when he took the shot, but he still had to score it, and it was a heck of a goal. I mean, that curl, perfect finish. But when it come to today, if it was just a straight shot and a hit and hope, of course, yeah, it'd been one of them. But this one was intended. This one was making sure it was going in. There was no doubt. Fantastic. I would say this is my favourite goal so far this tournament.
Yeah, I agree. Couldn't agree with you more. And I'm struggling to see anyone who's going to beat that in terms of
it's going to be tough. Quality. Yeah, maybe an overhead kick.
Well, maybe. We'll see in the final.
Yes.
Then we move on to Poland, Slovakia. Poland 1, Slovakia 2. Big shock for me, this one.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I mean, I predicted 3-0 last night to Poland, so how far was I out? You got to see the game, so what did you think of it?
I did. Poland were really disappointing. Yeah. I was expecting a lot better. It looked like the pressure of being favourites got to them. They kind of wilted a bit under that pressure, I think. Slovakia played well, though, take nothing away from them. Played very well. Took the lead, obviously. Probably against who were going to play at the time. And then Poland, obviously, that was in the first half. Poland came out second half, looked okay, got the equaliser. And then, I can't remember the fella's name, but stupidly got a second yellow card. It was ridiculous. First red card of the tournament, we should say there.
Yeah. Of course. Of course, yeah.
Shortly thereafter, Slovakia got the winner. Predictable against 10 men, as you'd imagine. International football, you go down to 10 men, you're in shit creek, aren't you, really?
Yeah, you're in trouble there, mate, honestly, because I think with anything, really, 10 men is going to be a struggle. Some teams inspire it, they embrace it, but yeah, I completely agree. I think, if that was the case, I think Slovakia obviously winning 2-1. I think they'll be good third place teams, obviously between, mind you, Spain, Sweden, if it ends like this, they'll be top of the table, won't they?
Well, they will.
So we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, Yeah, madness. It's still 0-0. Yeah,
It's still
a quick
0-0.
glance.
2 minutes
Quick
to go.
glance. So obviously we'll go to the Spain-Sweden game. Yeah, I mean, like you just said there, we've been watching Spain. We've been, they're very dominant, but that's about it. There's not a lot of finishing going on. Sweden, in due fairness, they did some good defending. From what I've seen, they just had a block real quick now. I've just noticed, but Spain of old, I think they would have finished Sweden probably. When we're talking Spain of old, we're not talking like 50 years ago. We're talking about maybe 10. They'd have been 3 or 4 by now. So they're just missing
David Villa or Al Nino there to took these chances away.
Oh, those two, mate. Oh, phenomenal strike force, yeah. So we'll keep you up to date while we're still on the air if anything occurs in that. But yeah, we'll have to go on to the final group matches tomorrow, which is only going to be. Is it the final group ones tomorrow?
It's final Group F
yes,
tomorrow.
It is. Group F, that's right.
Yeah, so we've been treated to 3 games a day. Tomorrow it's only 2 games, unfortunately, for you football fans.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So the first game is at 5:00, and it's Hungary to Portugal. You've got to assume it's probably going to be an easy Portugal win here. Hungary not too strong. Portugal still a few good players. Ronaldo, Fernandez, Moutinho. Is he still playing? I'm not sure.
Well, he's been picked, so I should imagine he's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you've got to imagine it's going to be a straightforward Portugal win there. I would have thought.
Yeah. 2-3 in defence. Yeah, you've got a heck of a team there, haven't you, in Portugal? And even Ronaldo isn't as he was 5 years ago, whatever it is now. He's still got that massive influence in him. He's got that ego, hasn't he? But he can take you places. So he's a very good player. Obviously, always has been. So it says a lot about him, really. But yeah, so that'll be a good game, I think, between Hungary. And who's the other game? Possibly the biggest one.
It is the biggest game of the tournament so far, bar none. France, Germany. What a clash. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Yeah.
2 of the hot favourites for the tournament going in. Well, 2 of the hot favourites for any international tournament, really, you've got to say.
Yeah.
Tough to call. What do you think?
God, mate, I tell you. I mean, the Germans are strong. I mean, okay, they kind of bowed out in the group stage of the World Cup. They didn't show, obviously, the same determination they did previously, because obviously they won the previous World Cup, didn't they? But, at the end of the day, you come out. I think France has got this. I do. I think Germany will make it tough for them. I think they'll even score maybe once or even twice. But I can't see anything past the French win. I just think the French have just got every area covered. And I think the vital man who'll go unsung, unfortunately, will be Kante. I think he's a fantastic player. I'd love him at my squad. I think any team would love him, other than Chelsea fans, because they've got him.
We've got Flefnator, who also agrees with you. It will be a France win.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, France win. Yes. Yeah, I think that's an all-rounder. Unless anyone proves us wrong, obviously the Germans will obviously disagree. They might obviously choose their own team, which they have every right to. They've got a strong team. They always have. And you never count off the Germans, never. I think they've always been a fantastic nation when it comes to football. So
I think France are probably going to get to the final, as we said from our predictions. But I think tomorrow it's going to be a draw.
Okay.
I think Germany are going to rise to the occasion, like they always do in international.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I'm calling it.
Yeah, I can't even disagree with it. I think France will win. So my opinion is slightly different. I think they'll win 3-2. I think there'll be a big humdinger. But I also think that I can't disagree with Germany putting out a heck of a show either. 100%. So interesting comment there from Flefnator. Man, well, he should. Touted one of the world's best players, so he should get on there, Flefnator. We agree. So it should happen.
That's if the route passes to him, of course.
Of course. We do love a bit of French disarray if we do every tournament. They always have a bit of a scuffle, don't they? Bless them.
So for anyone who's not aware of that, in the previous, the final friendly, I believe it was, Giroud came after scoring 2 goals in the game. Said I was complaining to the press, Mbappe wasn't passing to him.
Yeah.
Incredible, really. Something that you should do behind closed doors, I would have thought, with the team.
Yeah. You'd think, wouldn't you? But do you know what? It's something the French do. A lot of their stuff do get out, unfortunately. We've heard of previous camps. So Patrice Evra, do you remember in one, I think it was a World Cup there, he told everybody he wanted to go home, and I think he wanted to take everyone with him. There's always been something going on in the French camp. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because if you're backed up on the pitch, they can argue forever, couldn't they? Really? So
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Probably good for their competitive spirit, I guess.
100%. Yeah. So, but there we go. That's day of it. So we have that's match day 4 of the Frost Seymour Experience final whistle review. Yeah. So looking forward to tomorrow. Again, like Nick said, there is only 2 games tomorrow, but one of the games is probably I'm looking forward to the most. And as yourself, of course, you mentioned before we hit the air, you're looking forward to the most. So we'll see how that goes. And anything you want to add, Nick?
No, just as Fluff says, come on Portugal, come on Germany, come on France.
Come on, everybody.
Good luck to everyone.
Good luck to everyone. That's the type of people we are. Yes. And thank you for joining us, Fleff, and we definitely know it's you. So you won't have any vegan chicken nuggets thrown at you. So fantastic. Thank you for joining us. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys.